Hi there, Doublicious here. It's that time of the year again, Black Friday. Today I want to show you guys 10 plugins I carefully selected, which I've been using as a producer for a long time, or plugins I just bought, but I think they're amazing and I also want to share that with you guys. I put the links in the descriptions. I'll walk through the different plugins and do a general overview of what they do. It's not going to be an in-depth description, but mainly what the plugin can do for you as a producer. And of course the link to the discount and how much discount you will get, because now is the time to buy these plugins. So without further ado, let's jump into the first plugin called Oxford Inflator. Let's go. Oxford Inflator, a tool which actually adds saturation and harmonic excitement to the mix. It's a must-have in my opinion for every producer. I use it on every mix and I think this tool is just amazing. I'll run you down to the deal in one sec. I first will show you a with and without so you can hear the difference in how it sounds. And by the way, I'm playing a track which I have not released yet, but will be released on the 27th of November. So here a sneak preview of my new track with Oxford Inflator, with and without. So let's start the mix without, and then let's take it from there. Enjoy. Well, as you can hear, it clearly creates more dynamics, I think my high-end, the percussions, the hi-hats are really coming alive. And like I said, this tool is just a must-have, I think, for every producer on your master channel. The deal itself is an amazing one. It's a product which normally costs $170. And to be honest, I also paid that amount of money for it. So it's not that they're advertising for it to make you feel good. It was and still is, I think, an expensive tool. I think everything from Sonox as a developer is quite expensive, but they do have amazing tools and they're quite known in the industry. Well, the deal here is that you only get this tool for $29.25. I mean, that's a no-brainer. So in that sense, I'm not going to advertise it more. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you guys want to know, I'm not affiliated. I'm not doing this because these companies asked me to do it. I'm doing this because I like these tools as a producer and I want to share that knowledge with the world. So I hope you benefit from it. So in that sense, the Oxford Inflator. Let's go to number 2. So number 2 on the list is Wavez Real Time. I bought this plugin, I think, approximately a year ago. Unfortunately, for the main price they've been charging, and it's not a cheap product. What it is, it's actually a certain auto tune. Of course, you have many different products in this field. I'm not a great singer, so I will not sing for you guys to show how this tool can actually change my voice. But I do like it for vocals I use in different mixes. Sometimes a vocal is in pitch, but sometimes it just ear-wise still feels out of pitch. And this tool really helps me to drag that vocal towards the sound I want to have and really make it sound perfect for a particular mix I'm working on. What I know about this tool, but I haven't used it for that purpose yet, is that's also the reason why it's called Wavez Real Time, is that the auto-tune can actually be done real time while singing. And that's supposed to be quite revolutionary. I don't know if that's the case because I don't use that many vocals and I'm not a great singer again. But yeah, let's walk you through the process of what this tool does for me. I made a small track with a sample vocal and then let's run it with and without, and then let's hear the difference and see what you guys think, and let's take it from there. Let's go. Okay, let's play that again, but now full with Wavez tune on. So yeah, as you can hear, but maybe it's difficult to hear with the music in the background as well. So let's do a small solo so you hear the difference. And let's take this part because I think it has more. You know that I miss you. So only that phrase, and I'll listen with. You know that I miss you. The miss you part is a little bit more in pitch. You know that I miss you. You know that I miss you. So yeah, I changed it to C natural minor, but yeah, in that sense you can change it to any key. Say how much adjustments you want and how much speed and how much note transitions. It's quite an easygoing tool to use, and the deal we have available today is also a good one, because normally this is around $200. I remember I think I paid 180 euros for it at the time. And now it's for $44.77. So if you want a good auto tune, easy to use, with a couple of knobs, then this is definitely the tool to go to. But if you are more looking for the pro stuff, then I would not recommend this tool, because I think it doesn't do the job good enough. That's my opinion. It's a good tool for as I mentioned, putting your samples in the correct pitch and really make them blend well with your mix. But for proper professional voice editing or auto-tune, I would use other tools and not this one. Okay, let's go to number 3. Okay, number 3 on the list is Shaperbox by Cable Guys. It's actually a collection of tools where, you don't need an LFO or a Romero kickstart anymore, because you have a really nice sidechain tool in this as well. It's not the biggest deal on the internet at the moment, but I do have to say, when I got this tool in my workflow, it's something I use every day, and it's just amazing, and I still haven't seen all the possibilities this tool has to offer. And for the price now, but also the original price, it's just an amazing tool to get. So basically, let's quickly start with the bass as a sidechain. So what you do, you load up a Shaperbox, then you go into the, so here you have all the tools you can select. In this sense, we select sidechain, then we get in this menu, and then you actually see the bass playing here, and I sidechained it on 43%. So it's nicely aligned with the kick. It's actually a breakbeat track. So yeah, without. You already hear it's getting muddy. So yeah, for sidechaining I use this one like on every mix, especially for bass kick stuff. But then let's jump into this one, because this is actually what I like the most. So basically, sidechaining, your tool to go to. But then let's look at this pad. So this is the original sound from this pad. Nice and easy going. So let's open up the Shaperbox now, and let's get rid of all these things. So let's open up a new one. So like I said, you can build your stuff yourself, but what you can also do is go to all the different presets, and then you have rhythmic presets, motion, sidechain, color, pitch and time, mixing, and sound design. So in this sense, I thought, let's just choose stutter and click a preset, and let's take it from there. And the things you can actually do with this stuff is amazing. But here I'll show you. I like that. It's cool. Yeah. Makes it a whole new sound. But yeah, let's put some sweeps on it, see what happens. sweeping space. I like that texture thing, you know, maybe you can really use that in a mix and hear these like things changing. So it's also a tool which you can put on top of pads and other stuff just to create more harmonics and weird backgrounds on the excite and announce. I have no idea, but let's pick this one. Oh my god, you can really mess up sounds as well. I mean, how from my original pad sounds? Well, last one. Like nice crackling sounds on the background. I like that, you know, you can play around with that and get lots of different textures in your track. So yeah, like I said, Shaperbox 3 is for me the main tool to go to for sidechaining. But besides that, I think it's also an amazing tool to get your creativity flowing. Just create a sound you already made, run it through this, and go to all the different presets and see what you can make out of it, or combine different stuff. Because if you like a certain preset, you can go into in depth and really change how much of this should happen, when the intervals should change, the frequency range when it should occur, how much noise you should add towards the blend of the mix. It's you can create any stuff and be as creative as you want. So in that sense, I would definitely recommend Shaperbox 3. So the deal now, like I said, it's not the deal of the century, unfortunately. Normal prices, I think I paid over $100 for it. And during Black Friday, it's $89.75. Like I said, it's a bunch of tools like reverb, elevos, sidechaining, compressing. It contains a whole toolkit of stuff you can use as a producer, and I'm using it on every track. So in that sense, I would definitely recommend it. So up to the next one. Okay, number 4 on the list is lo-fi keys. I really like the lo-fi sound in particular, and sometimes it's difficult to make it yourself. So I found this tool which is called Lo-Fi Keys, and you can use as an external plugin, and I actually use the same chord progressions as we used in the previous sound. So this is the tool, Lo-Fi Keypads. It has different presets. Let's start with the Classic Studio, and then you can press different buttons to make the sound change, get more granular textures on the background, more saturation, more excitement. So let's jump into this. Love that finnel on the background. So yeah, that's one preset. Let's pick another one. I have no chip piano. Sure. See what happens. Switch it up an octave. Tremolo. So yeah, it's not how do I say it, the most spectacular, amazing tool, but for people who are searching for that lo-fi sound, I would definitely recommend this small tool. It's not that expensive, and the deal actually we're running now is $24.20 for I think a really nice lo-fi key sounding plugin. So in that sense, I can oversell it, but there's no reason. If you're looking for a lo-fi nice key with like textures, vinyl, I like that in my tracks because it gives the tracks more movement, more excitement, and also it's a nice price for a nice tool. So that was number 4. Let's go to number 5. So number 5 on the list is Snapback. Snapback is a tool also made by Cable Guys, same guys which I said in the number 2, I think, Shaperbox 3, same manufacturers, and it's an amazing tool, I have to say. Every producer has their little tricks up their sleeve, and I think this is definitely one of them, which well, a lot of you people might know, but a lot of people don't know. So how do you make a clap or a snare or other sounds, but I use this mainly for claps and snares, make them sound better? Because usually if you use a snare, it's just like a flat sound, and how do you make the snare stand out more, and how do you make it cut to the mix better? Lots of producers put a small transient, so a small piece of a particular clap or snare in front of the clap, so it creates a little bit of a attack basically, which hits the snare harder and it creates a more dynamic sound. Well, without further ado me talking about it, let me hear the difference. So yeah, let's start with without Snapback on. I do have to admit I have a little bit of faux coding, so it creates more brightness for the snare, a little bit of saturation on a little bit of glue compressing on this channel, but it should not make a big difference for what I want to explain here. So I chose a short sample, a small clap, so this is basically a transient which is going to be put in front of the snare, well, without. Yeah, there's a small delay on it too, automation, and a little bit of reverb, but that's fine. Let's turn it on. You see? There's a small clap coming in front of it, and I can actually make that smaller or use less attack. Yeah, I think that sounds much better. So yeah, in that sense, if you're searching for a nice tool to, I mean, you cannot do this manually, of course. Always put a small sample in front of your claps or in front of your snares, or a percussion sound which is too flat and is not shining in your mix. Snapback is an amazing tool to put transients in front of or behind it. I haven't even showed you that, but we can also put a, I don't know, let's pick something. Let's choose something weird. Why not, you know? Let's say a ghost hit. Why not? So this will be behind it then. I think it's too much. You can high pass it, low pass it. Change the width, pan it. I want a little bit less high. That is pretty cool for a snare. Well, you get the point, I think. Just add extra transients in the front or in the back of your sample. An amazing tool. So the deal we're talking about today, let me quickly go here, is this one. So now it's $29.25, and usually it's around $50, so almost half price. It's an easy tool. It makes my workflow go much faster. I just put a clap on it, add this tool, add the transient front or back, how I want to make it here. And it speeds up your process. So without further ado, let's go to the next one. So number 6 on the list is the Greg Wells VoiceCentric. It's a one knob voice tool. Again, I don't work with vocals that much, but I do like to work with phrases or dialogues or monologues from people or movie scenes, etc., etc. And I actually have a good example of a track I made with vocals from George Clooney and Jennifer Lopez. The movie is called Out of Sight, one of my favorites. And he talks about, what does it matter what he talks about? It's more about how the sound is going to like. But I do like the fact what he talks about. Maybe you recognize yourself in that as well. But yeah, this one knob wonder actually doubles your voice. So as you can see, I already doubled the voice here because I normally double voicing, and now with this knob you just put the plugin over it. You can already double the voice immediately, so you don't have to make copies of it. And then let's have a quick listen how it sounds with and without. So without, it sounds like this.
It's like seeing someone for the first time. You could be passing on the street.
Now on.
And you look at each other for a few seconds. There's this kind of a recognition. You both know something. The next moment the person is gone, and it's too late to do anything about it. And you think to yourself, what if I had stopped?
So it's an easy way to really get your sound going. And in the mix?
What if? What if? It may only happen a few times in your life.
So yeah, the one knob from GW VoiceCentric. I like it. So the deal today is normally this is around $170 and now it's $33. So it is a big save you can make there. And yeah, I find this a handy tool for any vocal you use. Also for singing vocals, it's quite a good tool. I know the professionals use it in their studios as well. And it's an easy one knob tool where you just put it on any vocal, like I said in this example, a movie vocal. You just put the intensity up and all of a sudden you get a doubled voice which sounds harmonic and also proper in the mix. So yeah, that was Greg Wells' VoiceCentric. Next up, number 7 on the list, Split EQ. I think this is together with Oxford Inflator maybe one of the best deals of this year. It's a split EQ, as the name says it. So you can split the tonals and the transients in one easy tool. It's a good deal. I will explain you the details of the deal, but this is one of the tools I got mentioned from one of my mentors, my mentor called Bound to Divide, and he showed me what you can actually do with this tool, and it's amazing. I think for the mix and for every producer who wants to get a clean, proper sound and mix certain stuff, but not EQ or auto filter it, which also loses the sound, right? So yeah, let me show you what I mean with this. So let's take the Plucky ARP, and I'm using the same track again with George Clooney and Jennifer Lopez. And then let's play this, see what happens. So yeah, it's not EQing at the moment. So as you see, let's say I don't like this peak. Let's put it down, but you can also put it up again and take this part. In that sense, it's amazing, right? So you have the transients, the tonals.
You only have a few times in your life.
There's George again. So yeah, with this tool you're basically capable of EQing everything without the loss of the original sound. I will also post a link of an in-depth tutorial from Bound to Divide, because he went quite deep with this EQing. But I think this is one of the better tools out there. And if you you want this to add this to your arsenal, then this is definitely a tool to go to. So number 8. I forgot to run through the deal. This is the deal itself. So originally it's $180, and now it's almost half price. So in that sense, a good deal for an amazing tool. So if you're interested, I'll post a link as well. Number 8 on the list, Crystalline by Baby Audio. I'm a big fan of Baby Audio. I think they make amazing products. I also have Transient 2 in my arsenal. Will not showcase it today, but I think it's also a good tool and an easy tool to make transitions go faster. But we're not going to talk about that at this point. Today I want to talk about Crystalline, a reverb, again from Baby Audio, and it's easy to use. I like easy to use stuff because I'm not a pro, and sometimes lots of buttons, lots of different faders can be overwhelming. In that sense, I chose this reverb because it's easygoing. Let me show you what it does. So this is the original sound. Let's turn the reverb on. Change the width like this. Sparkle. A bit besides the reverb. Delay and width. I like this a lot. In the mix. Yeah, it's a big difference. And like I said, an easygoing reverb. So without further ado, let's go to number 9. Number 9 on the list, that is Blackhole. Blackhole is also a reverb tool. It's, I think, the biggest reverb tool out there in the sense of how long you want to stretch the reverb. It also has easy buttons to freeze your reverb and the reverbs on this, and especially the tail on it. I did not achieve that, for example, with the Valhalla, which is also a reverb I use a lot. For people who don't know it, really quickly. I need to write it correctly. Valhalla Vintage. So this is the other reverb I use a lot. But I did not achieve the long tails. I mean, of course you can achieve long tails, but not as long as Blackhole. So also for snares, claps, it's nice if you want to lead in towards a break to use this and create a big reverb on it. So let me quickly let you hear what I mean. So this is the sound without. Okay, let's turn it on. Can also create a nice wash out towards a end of a lead. And to be honest, I just bought this literally like 5 minutes ago, but I know from my mentor and other people who I work with closely in the industry, they all use this reverb, and I wanted to buy it already for quite a long while, but it's quite expensive. And in that sense, look at this deal. It's only $50, 54. And normally it's around $200. So in that sense, like I said, I always used to use Valhalla. And I always saw other people using this and making amazing tails on the reverb. And I wanted to buy it, but I didn't want to buy or spend $200 on it. So now it was $50, and I was like, this is the right time for me to buy it. So I hope you guys like it. Blackhole reverb. Let's go into to the last one, number 10. The last one on the list it's our basic wave shop. And in that sense, I wanted to present our new site. We're working really hard at the moment to put the last things to it, so it's functional, ready to go. I mean, graphic-wise, we are really happy with the new design, the new logo. And why am I emphasizing this? I bumped into Jules, the owner of Basic Waves, last year with many other people via YouTube. And I bumped into his store and I found his samples and the people he works with. I met lots of them, and I also work with them. And it's I have to say, and I'm not saying it because it's Basic Waves, but I'm really saying it because sample-wise, it's, I think, the best samples out there. I used samples from other sites. I'm not going to mention them, but I think we all know our way to go to use samples, and the quality of these samples are just amazing. And it's not only me who thinks that, but just to give you a quick review. For example, if you look at the reviews we got on Bass Lab, let's pick that one. Bass Lab Volume 2, I think it is. Here, it's like guys like Gorgon City, which are big guys in the industry. They're complimenting us on our Bass Lab Volume 2. They also say that our kicks are the number one packs to go to as well. And I do have to agree with the guys, the professionals from the industry. These samples are just good. They're just easygoing, really high quality. And it's something I would recommend to anybody. It's 50% off on the total shop. And so yeah, Serum presets, Diva presets. I made lots of them, and we're currently working on lots of other packs. Drum packs, the one I also use a lot, which I think everybody is using at the moment a lot, is the Duelist drum loops. The sounds made from this is also. But I also think I use them in every project out there. Let's see, Duelist drum loops. Yeah, there we go. Top loop from Duelist. Just one example, and then if you look at the sample packs I have here and then go to the Basic Waves one, well, as you can see, there are lots of sample packs there, but also this one, the FX Mega Pack, it's the one I use in every project because it just has all the risers I need. It has all the sweeps I want. Like all the tiny FX sounds where you normally a snare roll, but also nice vocal and FX shots. Yeah, I can keep on talking about these samples, but again, I use them in literally every project, and Basic Waves is your way to go to. And as I said, the prices now, everything is 50% off. So yeah, $12 for an amazing sample pack, which you're probably gonna use on all your projects, especially with the bundles as well. So we have the winter bundle, the artist bundle, and the ultimate bundle. We'll work on the 2024 ultimate bundle as well by the end of this year. We have some collaborations with other artists, like again Dulus, but also Tagavaka, Nopi, Lar. Lar just made a melodic breaks and drum pack. I've just been showcasing my breakbeat track, and lots of sounds come from Lar as well. You have Jeroen de Rijke percussions. Jeroen de Rijke is a world-class percussionist for Bruno Mars, Michael Jackson, also a big guy in the industry, and he just has amazing sounds which will help you finish tracks more quicker and also have that quality sound. I mean, one of the things I struggled with as a producer in the beginning was I didn't pick the right sounds. I thought I had the right sounds, but then in the mix, it just didn't stand out. It didn't sound the way I wanted. And since I use all these basic wave samples, it's just made my life so much easier. So get your discounts now, 50% off on the total shop, and you will not regret it, I promise you. So in that sense, thank you very much for watching. I hope the 10 tips or the deals I present to you were helpful, and you can use them. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments, and I will answer them as quickly as possible. But for now, enough talking. Let's start making some music again with the new tools I acquired, and I hope you guys have an amazing day, an amazing week, and an amazing Black Friday, and you find some amazing deals as well. Oh yeah, that's the only thing I wanted to mention. If you do find amazing deals as well, please leave them in the comments. So it's nice to share with other people where we can find those bargains. Well, thanks again for watching, and see you guys next time with the upload of a new track. Cheers.